Audiobooks for Everyone presents The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. Full book summary. The story begins with Walter Hartwright, a young, idealistic drawing master, who takes a late-night walk in London on the eve of his departure for a new teaching job. On a desolate road, he encounters a woman dressed in white, appearing disoriented and distressed. She speaks of being pursued by someone and urgently pleads for his help. Walter, moved by her situation, offers to guide her, but she is strange and evasive. Before he can assist her further, she disappears into the night. This mysterious woman, Anne Catherick, will soon have a pivotal role in Walter's life and the lives of the Fairlie family. Walter arrives at Limmeridge House, where he is employed as a drawing master to Laura Fairlie, the daughter of the wealthy but fragile Mr. Fairlie. Laura is engaged to Sir Percival Glyde, a handsome but secretive man. Walter soon becomes deeply enamored with Laura, but he is painfully aware that she is promised to another. Despite this, they share a deep, unspoken bond. However, Walter soon learns unsettling things about Laura's engagement. Sir Percival, although charming, harbors a sinister secret. Meanwhile, Walter is drawn into a strange series of events involving Laura's half-sister, Marian Halcombe, who is intelligent, perceptive, and protective of Laura. Marian and Walter quickly form an alliance as they begin to unravel the mystery surrounding Sir Percival and his relationship with Laura. One evening, as Walter is discussing the troubling matters with Marian, they learn that the mysterious woman he had encountered on the road, Anne Catherick, has a deep connection to Laura. And, it turns out, was once a friend of Laura's late mother, and there is a startling resemblance between the two women. Anne had been confined to a mental asylum, and Marian suspects that there is something more to Anne's story than what appears. As the investigation deepens, it becomes apparent that Anne Catherick's madness is not entirely natural. She was once healthy and vibrant, but she was wrongly accused of insanity after a series of events involving Sir Percival Glyde. Anne's story is tied to a dark family secret that Sir Percival wants to keep buried at all costs. Walter soon realizes that Sir Percival Glyde's engagement to Laura is part of a more insidious plot. It is revealed that Sir Percival, desperate to gain access to Laura's wealth, intends to marry her and then have her declared insane, much like Anne Catherick, in order to take control of her fortune. Laura's inheritance is tied to her mental well-being, and Sir Percival, a ruthless man, seeks to manipulate the law and the medical establishment to achieve his goal. Walter and Marian, alarmed by the growing danger to Laura, begin to dig deeper into Sir Percival's past. They uncover the dark history of his family and his connections to Anne Catherick, who, it turns out, had once been engaged to Sir Percival under a false identity. The truth about Sir Percival's fraudulent claims to inheritance and his attempts to deceive Laura become clearer with each passing day. As the plot thickens, a new, ominous character is introduced, Count Fosco, a charming but sinister Italian aristocrat who is married to Laura's aunt, Lady Glyde. Count Fosco is an intellectual and manipulative figure, whose calm demeanor hides a calculating and dangerous mind. He becomes Sir Percival's ally, helping him in his schemes to ruin Laura's life and discredit her sanity. Count Fosco's influence over Sir Percival, as well as his control over Lady Glyde and others in the household, adds a layer of complexity to the plot. Fosco is not only a master of manipulation but also a cruel and calculating individual who is willing to do anything to maintain his power and control. Determined to protect Laura, Marian and Walter embark on an investigation into Anne Catherick's past. They visit the asylum where Anne was confined and learn more about the tragic events that led to her wrongful institutionalization. Anne's story becomes central to their plan to expose Sir Percival's crimes. Marian and Walter also uncover a crucial document that could reveal Sir Percival's true identity and his connections to Anne. However, Sir Percival and Count Fosco are always one step ahead, and the situation becomes increasingly perilous. As Laura's health deteriorates under the constant stress of Sir Percival's manipulation, Walter and Marian's efforts intensify. In a dramatic twist, the truth about Anne Catherick's past and Sir Percival's involvement in her downfall are finally revealed. It turns out that Sir Percival had once been in love with Anne and had planned to marry her. However, when Anne became pregnant and the engagement was broken off, Sir Percival tried to have her discredited and locked away in an asylum to cover up his dishonor. Anne's madness was the result of years of manipulation and abuse, and the cruel treatment she had suffered under Sir Percival's influence. With Anne's testimony, Marian and Walter are able to expose Sir Percival's plot to have Laura declared insane. The law intervenes, and Sir Percival's criminal activities come to light. He is forced to flee, but he meets a tragic end, facing the consequences of his evil actions. As the story concludes, Laura is freed from the clutches of Sir Percival's manipulation. Walter and Marian's persistence has saved her, and justice has been served. However, the emotional and psychological toll of the events takes its toll on all involved. In the end, Walter and Laura are finally able to be together. Their love, which had been thwarted by Sir Percival's evil plot, triumphs over the darkness that had threatened to tear them apart. Marian, who had played a crucial role in protecting her sister and uncovering the truth, finds a sense of peace, though she remains an independent woman who values her freedom above all else. The novel ends with a sense of justice being restored, as the characters who suffered through manipulation and deceit are finally able to live freely. The woman in white, Anne Catherick, who had suffered the worst at the hands of Sir Percival, is given her due recognition, and her name is cleared.